Alright guys, so today I have a really cool beginner level self-working card trick, and this is what it looks like. So to begin, we can actually hand the deck of cards over to a spectator, and we can have them shuffle the cards as much as they wish. You guys can see the order of the cards is genuinely mixed. And before we begin, I would actually have a piece of paper that I would write down a little prediction on, and to save time, I've done that here already, as you can see. But once the prediction has been written, I would tell my spectator that I'm actually so confident in the outcome of this trick that I will actually tell you my prediction before we even do anything. So my prediction is the 6 of hearts, okay? So that's my prediction. All right, so now let's actually get into the trick here. So remember, you shuffled the cards. I'm just going to spread through the cards here, and any card in the middle I would like you to just touch, okay? It can be any card. So they think about it for a second. Let's say they touch this card, okay? So think about this. You could have genuinely touched any card in the middle, right? Any card would have been possible. Any of these on the bottom, any of these on the top, but this card right here, it's the card that you ended on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the card. The 8 of hearts. Well, it's kind of close to the prediction, right? I mean, it's like 2 away, same suit, but it's not exactly correct. Okay, no, I think we can fix this because, I didn't actually tell you what my prediction was. I mean, I told you it was the 6 of hearts, but I didn't exactly tell you to read the prediction yet. So can you actually open the prediction and read it for me? Because that will give us some more answers. So it says, the card you pick will lead us to the 6 of hearts. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. So obviously, that would have been impossible for you to just pick the 6 of hearts like that out of the middle, but the card you picked, the 8, remember, you could have picked any of these cards. Any of these cards would have been fine, and you shuffled the cards too. But the 8 will lead us to the 6 of hearts. So let's go ahead and count 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And think about this. If you had picked a 9 or a 10, would have been a different outcome, right? 6 of diamonds, look at that. Would have been close, but not exactly. But this is the card that we landed on because you picked this, and hopefully this card has led us to my prediction, the 6 of hearts. And that is the trick. Genuinely shuffle deck of cards. You can examine everything. And yeah, that is the trick. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. All right, guys, so here's the tutorial for the trick that you just saw. So like I said, this is a self-working card trick. Anyone can genuinely do this trick. It's very, very easy. There's like little to no sleight of hand at all involved. And it really does involve a borrowed shuffled deck of cards. So you can do this with any deck of cards. And it also doesn't need to be a full deck. You can be missing cards as well. So that's fine. But let's get into the secret. So you start the trick by having the spectator shuffle the cards. So you give the deck to the spectator and they are allowed to shuffle the deck as much as they wish. And then what you're going to do is take the deck back and you're going to spread through the cards face up, showing the spectator how shuffled the cards are, right? But what you're secretly going to be doing is you're going to spread all the way to the end and just memorize the top card of the deck. And this is going to be the card that you write on your piece of paper. I'm going to remember that card, and then I'm going to spread the cards out on the table, and now I'm going to bring out my piece of paper and I would write down the card you pick will lead us to the 7 of diamonds. So whatever this card is, I'm just going to write that down as my prediction. But when you write your prediction, you can't just write you will pick the 7 of diamonds. You have to write this exact phrase. So the card you pick will lead us to whatever the top card is. Make sure when you write down the prediction, you use this phrasing here, okay? And now, once the prediction has been written, you set it off to the side, and now you tell the spectator your prediction. You tell them that your prediction is the 7 of diamonds, but you don't say, you are going to pick the 7 of diamonds. Don't say that. Just say, my prediction is the 7 of diamonds. That's all you need to say. You don't need to explain anything more. So now you're going to spread through the cards and just get roughly to the middle of the deck. And you're going to use your language here to influence the spectator to choose a card from the center, because it wouldn't exactly work if they had chosen a card from the top or the bottom of the deck. So you're going to use your language here to influence them to choose a card from the center. And all you have to do is spread through the cards and say, so any card in the middle here, just go ahead and touch. Any card in the middle is okay. And you're going to say middle, and this is going to reference, the center of the pack. You can even say the word center as well. So just say, as I spread through any card here in the center, go ahead and touch. That will ensure that they do not touch a card from the top or the bottom. Fun fact though, if they do want to be annoying and touch the top card, then the trick is a miracle. You can open your prediction and say, my prediction is correct, and that would be a miracle right there. But let's say they actually choose a card in the center. So hopefully they choose one that's more or less in the middle of the deck, and all you're going to do is just have them touch it. Don't remove it, just have them touch it and outjog the card like this. You're going to square up the deck and then say, remember, you could have touched any of these cards, and start spreading through them again like this and say any of these cards would have been fine until you get to the outjogged card. And now at this point, you're going to use your right hand to flip over and basically grab the card with your thumb underneath. So grab the card with your thumb underneath as you flip your wrist like this, and then flip your wrist back over to show the card. And here we have the 8 of clubs. Now this is a genuine random card. This is going to be any card. In this case, I have another 8, which is just a coincidence, but this could be any card. It could be a 5, it could be a 3, it could be a jack or a king. It doesn't matter what this card is. But what you've just done secretly, their card is right here on the top. This is the 7 of diamonds right here. What you've secretly done is you've taken the card they just touched and actually placed it directly next to your prediction. So now this card and the prediction are touching each other. And at this point, you're going to flip over the card and sort of act like your trick just went wrong and say, well, this isn't exactly my prediction. But remember, we didn't actually read my prediction. You're going to take the packet in your left hand and place it on top of the 8 or whatever card this is. And you're going to point to the prediction on the table and say, can you actually do me a favor and read it for me? And then you're going to just set the deck down. Just leave it there on the table. Don't touch it. Pick up the prediction. And now the prediction will read, the card you pick will lead us to whatever you wrote down. You're going to pick the deck back up and you're going to explain that they could have touched any of these cards, and you're going to spread off little piles of like 4 or 5 cards each and just start dropping these on the table. And this is very important that you do this because this is for consistency, and this is what the spectator is going to see you do in just a second here. But you're going to do this until you reach the face-up card. Once you reach the face-up card, whatever number this is, it does not matter what the number is. You're simply going to count this number by spreading off the cards. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and drop this on top. Now this will always lead us to their card because their card is on top. And think about it. Doesn't matter what the number is. It could be 3, it could be 4. The fact that you're spreading off the cards means that this card, no matter what the number is, will always be on top. So you can spread off as many cards as you'd like. If you drop these on top, this card will be the card that is revealed in the end. So that is the secret of how the trick works. But in order to hide this discrepancy, you're going to clean this up by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dropping the cards, and then immediately spreading off the next card and saying, and if it had been 1 more or 2 more, it would have been different. And this is very, very important that you do this because it's going to show the spectator that any different number would have led to a different outcome, even though that's not entirely true. And then you can show like 2 to 3 cards. Then you can show the rest of these cards that are not the prediction. You can put everything down and then immediately pick up this card and flip it over and say, but my prediction is now correct because the card you picked has led us to the 7 of diamonds. And at this point, that's it. They can examine everything and there's nothing to find because this is a genuinely shuffled, borrowed deck of cards. So yeah, that is the trick. It's a very, very simple procedure, very simple trick, but it really does fool people and it really does throw people off because they really had a free choice to shuffle the cards and pick any card that they wanted, and it just doesn't really make any sense how it could have led to your prediction. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this beginner level trick. And if you want to see more like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.